The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. He finds an opening past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Looking to throw. Buried. A little check down to Lindsay. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On second down, a run with Lindsay. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Operating from the gun. Barry. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run. A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today. Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain. Off-play action. Barry almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone. You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful. Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Barry. And a little floater there is incomplete. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target, but now it'll be third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range. And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Barry. The open man is sharp. It's complete. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up. And all I remember as a player
When they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Oh, he's going to take a shot. He's got a man. Complete. Give him 32 on the play. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
2nd and 6. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
Well, how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will be taken at the 13. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. And that one a 2-touchdown advantage now for the Seahawks. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They go play action here on 1st down. was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. Yeah, it can be, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
23 yards, the final tally. On the delay, here's Hines. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Hines. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll run for it with Hines. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This is Hines. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Naeem Hines, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Eluding the pressure right. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
What's tight? Tight ends right.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He'll check this down to Hines. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. On 1st down, Barry. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Barry gets this one a use check. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive 1st down plays.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Barry. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Marvin Jones. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Point after up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders have recovered. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well. So now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield, in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
Throwing to start the drive. Barry. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. This is fielded at the 27. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. To throw on 2nd down, Barry. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Let's go. Let's do it. 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
From the 22, Prescott. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Prescott now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott, he's got it complete to Thompson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
First down, Prescott. Looking for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Michael Gallup, as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Gostkowski for the point after. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Barry. Gets this one to Joshua Perkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The final shot before break. Barry looking end zone for Jones. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This is taken at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Prescott from the gun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Give him 2 yards on that play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A tremendous return there, 39 yards.
At their own 49-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Looking to throw. Barry. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first downs and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
We go 47.
Now Prescott. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Denzel Ward, Pro Bowler as a rookie, there to bat that one away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. 21 yards. Well done on the return. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here?
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. From the gun, Barry. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. On 1st and 10, Barry. He's got it complete to Perkins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Escaping the pressure right. He'll find Lindsey here. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground, as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Another run by Lindsey. He's got the first down inside the 10. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit, because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great play there, with his first career NFL touchdown. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will put them on top here in the third. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Butker now to add the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? On 2nd and 12, Prescott is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Prescott looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they've rallied and made the tackle.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Prescott on 4th down. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. A good pickup there, a 22. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Hackett. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Troy Apke. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tanner Vallejo just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
47.
Here's Prescott. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he goes down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing, Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Eli Apple. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. That one looks like he'll throw here. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun. Barry. Flushed out right. That'll be caught by Jordan Leggett, his tight end. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chiefs will take over at their own 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Vic Beasley making it look easy, cruising in for the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll run with Lindsey. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though.
The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Oakland, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.